Hello there, YouTubers. Liver Flash Man here. Today, gonna talk about the emotional cleansing with salts, like the ocean, the sea salt in the ocean. That's why it purifies. It's so cleansing when you breathe that fresh ocean breeze off the ocean, because basically the salt is a negative ion, and all negative energies can be cleansed to the sea. If you're doing energy work, just imagine the ocean taking them to the depths, and it's a way to channel that negative energy. But also by ingesting the colloids of the 72 trace minerals in the sea. I have two kinds of sea salt I'm using here. This is Himalayan. It's called Harvest Sun Himalayan salt, and it's actually sun dried. Alright, so I've said it before, and I'll say it again in other videos. I talk about regular refined white table salt actually dehydrates your body and doesn't provide the trace minerals. It has no trace mineral value, and it's just salt that dehydrates you. So it's not really I would never really use that salt, like, now that I know that and stuff, I mean, just for flavor or whatever. But ultimately, why use that when you can have all 72 trace minerals? That you can get the sun-dried version, like this Himalayan salt. And I mean, this is from the mountains coming down and evaporation of water, and this is real high vibrational nutritious salt. So when we take this into water here, preferably as filtered as possible. I know some people can almost overdo it with their water. They make it so supercharged. But with the seas, this is the Himalayan sea salt. This is the local one here, because this is Vancouver's hottest salt, and it's actually got some ghost chilies and paprika in the sea salt here as well. So it's got a little chili hot flavor, which is quite unique. Plus it's local from Vancouver, and I live in Victoria, Vancouver Island. So the Himalayans get a bit of that Himalayan energy from the earth. And what I recommend is anywhere from, say, 1 teaspoon kind of minimum to cleanse the emotions and the intestines, and cause the intestines to cleanse, and get rid of stuff, and it'll kind of like a sponge almost kind of thing. It'll just get rid of stuff. And so, but the salt is emotional, so if you time it to the, like, say, new moon or full moon or stuff like that, new and full moons are powerful. Eclipses that just happened, 2 or 3 days ago, was alignment, planetary alignment. 3 planets lined exactly up in line with Earth. I think it was Mercury, Venus, and Saturn, to be exact. And that was like, what was that? That's around December 10th or somewhere around that, 2012. And it only happens every 50,000 years. And what I ended up doing was, I was cleansing the intestines for, like, a couple weeks, and almost living off of just teas and stuff, and superintestinal teas. And then we did a shamanic journey with my buddy that was the holder of the the Peruvian torch cactus, and we actually were able to go on a little shaman with that. But I prepared, properly for it, so it was really nice little journey. And altogether, what you do is add anywhere from a teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. I mean, you can't really overdo too much, but just the right amount is perfect. And with all ingredients that any videos make reference to, any of the ingredients I use, I also want to talk about intuitional eating and measurements for yourself and your own taste, and then developing, maybe other people will begin to like that type of taste, and so. But ultimately, do your own ratios and experiment, and in general, start with less and then build up more and more as you do it, just in case you have any intolerances or reactions or anything. Always start with small amounts, including the niacin or the Epsom salts in the liver flesh. Start with a small amount first time you do it, and then if you have no reactions within an hour or two, take a bit more and do to the proper dose, whether it's 1 tablespoon, or with the niacin 100 to 500 milligrams for the flush. But this is going to help. You could do this before a liver flush and help prepare the intestines and clean out the emotional body, which with the olive oil and the liver flesh with whatever oil you're using, but typically olive oil is the best one. Organic, cold pressed, extra virgin. So that's it, and perfect. And I like to do that swish around. I've talked about in other videos. You swish around it in your mouth, and the saliva salivates it and salivates it. You can get the taste of it, and so basically, yeah, you just drink this down, and this is best to do in the morning before you eat anything, and then after you drink it, meditate for 10 minutes as you drink it, and then do one final little 5 or 10 minute, whatever, however much time you can, set aside to do a meditation. But while you drink it, if you can meditate, well, I'll probably bring this down to the ocean, and I'm planning to bring back some ocean water and do an enema with it. So that's going to be part of my intestinal cleanse, and I'm bringing that cold, fresh ocean water with all the negative ions, and the ocean being so powerful with the emotional body and stuff. So that's it for now. I'm going to drink this back, and that's how you do it. Add anywhere from 1 teaspoon to 1 tablespoon. I think 1 tablespoon is 3 teaspoons to be exact. They're pretty much about the same. So 1 to 3 teaspoons, and you're good to go. Alright? Emotional body cleansing by Liver Flesh Man.